All right, Queen of Wands, standing on your own 2 feet. Queen is confident, radiant, full of energy, full of ferocity, fierce, sexy, just feeling on top of your game. So this tells me that for a lot of you, I kind of feel like, I don't want to say you don't care, or that, but for a lot of you, I kind of feel like this is like like you're good if they're in your life and you're good if they're not. Does that make sense? For some of you, you're like, screw it. Like, I really care less if they're in my life right now. And for some of you, you're like, if they wanted to come back, I might entertain it, but it's not a top priority. Right now, this is immediately when I pulled it. They said to me, standing on my own 2 feet. So if they're going to come back, or if they're going to come with it, they better bring their A game, if that makes sense. This makes me feel like the universe is saying, you're golden right where you are. So unless they come back and there's improvement here, then you're not crying over spilled milk. All right, the next card you have is your current position coming into the month, and you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is about chaos, priority, competition. Hey, you know what, Gemini, you may have some competition out there. Maybe your ex needs to like get on the ball here, because again, every time I see this card, obviously I think of the chaos that comes with it and the priorities. This definitely tells me you've been through some chaos and you are getting your priorities in check. And that may be your main concern this month and throughout the end of the year is like, hey, we have the holidays coming up. I have kids, I have family, I have fur babies. I have things that need to be taken care of, as well as you, like your own needs need to be taken care of. But the Five of Wands is telling me, hey, Gemini, you may have some people kicking up dirt towards you, not in a bad way, but like, you know, speeding towards you like, hey, you're single. I heard you're single. It sounds like you've had some time to maybe get over this. Hey, maybe I'd like to get in the mix here. So just saying, cross-watchers, don't freak out, but there is a possibility that Gemini has some prospects here. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month. And you have the Chariot card, which is Cancer's card. So you could be dealing with Cancer, but the main focus with Cancer is that's what it is. You're focused. You're going in one direction. This person has missed the gravy train. If they can somehow come or back around and again, increase the value in your life. Does that make sense? Like, we don't want people in our life who bring us down, and too often we let people stay around who don't deserve to stay around. And the Chariot is saying, look, right now, Gemini, you're only letting people on the gravy train. You're only letting people on the Chariot that have forward momentum. You're moving forward with or without this person. So if they can come back and add value, great. And if not, then no. Because the Chariot is about self-identification. And again, forward momentum, meaning if one person is moving one direction, the other person's moving the other direction, what happens? It doesn't move forward. If one person is slow going, not sure what they want, you know, had side pieces, I don't know why they're telling me to say that, but for somebody it was side pieces or third party situations, it weighs the Chariot down and you can't move succinctly in that direction. Yeah, there are going to be bumps in the road. It's never going to be a completely smooth ride. That's life. That's relationships. But this is you saying no more. I'm moving forward with or without you. And I think that goes swimmingly with the Queen, because that just said male or female. I don't apply sex to the cards, but that moves perfectly with the Queen, because that is you saying, I'm moving on my own 2 feet. I'm driving this Chariot by myself. I don't need you on this Chariot for my life to work out or for my life to be better. The next card you have is your distant past over the past 5-10 years, could be throughout childhood. You have the Three of Swords, heartbreak, pain, despair. You have been down this road before. And I think for the first time in a long time, Gemini, you are recognizing that you are capable on your own. I'm not saying that you don't know that or you haven't known that before, but for whatever reason, after this past relationship or what's happened, your eyes have been open to the fact that you are fine on your own, which is a very good place to be, because a lot of people are not capable of that. A lot of people don't know how to be alone, cannot not be in a relationship. You can't get over a relationship without getting under another relationship, you know, but it's like, it feels like you figured it out. And some of you may be like darked out. Fuck, I haven't figured it out. Like, I'm still sitting here kind of jaw dropping, but it's fluid. It's coming. Okay. And the Three of Swords tells me that the universe is reminding you, you've been through heartbreak before. You've come out on the other side. You will again. It sucks. Yeah, it's crappy, you know, but you've mastered the ability of learning how to be alone. And that is something that not a lot of people understand or are capable of. So you really have a leg up here in the fact that you're not needing another person. You want another person. You never want to be back in a situation where you felt like you needed them, because maybe finances were harder if you guys split up, or maybe you just felt better not being alone. Whatever it is, you get what I'm saying. You've come full circle and understand that you're good with or without. The next card you have is your immediate past, over the past 2 weeks, past month or two. This is what I was talking about kind of with this competition. You have the Knight of Wands coming in here. The Knight of Wands is somebody who comes in swift. The Knight of Wands is somebody who comes in kind of like that knight in shining armor. So I definitely feel like this is energetic, daring, confident, charming, very interesting, because you're like, this is your energy, the Queen of Wands. But I feel like this Knight of Wands is somebody coming in. Now, it could be your past partner. Maybe they've reared their head a little bit, but for some reason, I feel like it's not. For some reason, Gemini, I feel like you're starting to get your confidence back because you are realizing, A, you're surviving on your own, and B, like when you least expect it, somebody's coming around. And I don't know necessarily that this is your past person. It could be, but this Knight feels very new energy. Now, I do get the sense of competition here that like your ex energy realizes your worth and they're going, oh crap. And they realize other people are interested. And now there's like this sense of chaos of like, what do I do? Somebody's interested in my Gemini. And it's like, well, I'm not your Gemini anymore. So, hey, sorry. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, and you have the Empress. Now, the Empress is, motherly, fatherly, paternal, maternal, very one with nature, very just nurturing. But I feel like this is you nurturing yourself. Also, you'll nurture other people, but this is like friends or kids, or you're just feeling a more, I don't know. I want to say like soul energy. Sorry, my cat is walking on papers, if you can hear the papers crunching. But again, this is like fruitfulness, creation, sensuous. So this is kind of like the air, I feel like, that you're going to be giving off, the energy you're going to be giving off, this vibration here, Gemini, where people are going to be attracted to you because you're just full of a vibration that's on a much higher playing field right now. Like they keep saying, I've got it. I figured it out. I figured it out. Again, going along with this, like I can stand on my own 2 feet. I've got this. Like I can build a great life for myself with or without somebody. But at the same time, I have a lot of love to give. But she's sensuous. She or he, I don't apply sex to the cards, but this person is sensuous, meaning you, is sensuous and full of creativity when partnered with the right person. And I feel like you're sticking to your guns this time and saying, like I keep harping, unless you bring something to the game, unless you've upped your A game, I'm flying with somebody else or I'm flying solo, because Gemini's got it no matter what. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next few weeks throughout the month of November. Now you have the Tower card. The Tower card is destruction. It's a devastation. I don't feel like this is a devastation that's going to happen for you. I feel like this is a rebuild after a devastation, which is hence the powerfulness of the confidence cards, because the Tower is a complete destruction, a dissolution of something, okay? But then eventually brick by brick by brick, you rebuild. And I feel like this month, that's what you're doing. You're wiping away the ashes. You're laying new cement. You're building a new foundation. You're building what you want to see your life become, where you want to see your life go, where you want to see your kids go, etc. And then if somebody else comes along and they have cement and bricks to offer that are succinct, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Relationships are never perfect, but you guys could build something significant together. You'd be willing and open. It's not that you're shut off and going, screw the world and screw everybody. You're in a place now where you're like, I know my worth. And until the person comes along with the same building blocks or similar building blocks, then I'm good. Then I'll build this little new foundation on my own. Here they come. This card is anything tangible throughout the month. Could be the beginning, middle, end, last today, etc. You have the Page of Wands, spark, curiosity, confidence. Again, you have a lot of confidence cards here, which I feel is very good, Gemini. But here they are, communicating with you. So I think at some point this month or throughout the end of the year, because I feel like it's going to be either November, December, the Page of Wands is saying there's going to be curiosity here. Now, 2 things happening here, Gemini. Like I said before, other people are attracted to you, whether you know it right now, whether you already know it and people have come up to you, whether you've decided, hey, I may try an online dating site. Hey, I may whatever, see what's out there. The Page of Wands is a spark with somebody. It's a curiosity. So I feel like this is new and old. I feel like you're going to get communication from your ex, but I also feel like you're getting communication from other people. And you're curious to see where it goes. And you're curious to see where it goes with both. I don't feel like you completely, say no to your ex. Now, some of you are going to say, oh, fuck Dark Dove, I'd never talk to them again. Well, then, hey, then you never will. Okay. But at the same time, obviously you're here and curious as to what's going on. So the Page of Wands really makes me feel like you may engage in a conversation with both a new person and an old person, because I definitely feel new energy coming in. The next card you have is anything you're going to think or feel throughout the month. Could be the beginning, middle, end. You have the King of Swords. So this is truth. This is just. This is honesty. The king, that's all they want. And so I feel like if you do have a conversation with your ex, I feel like it's going to be more of a, I don't know if I can believe them. Are they going to come through with the truth and honesty? Are they going to come through with telling me, again, some sort of fairness? Because this is you figuring it out. This is you understanding and knowing, hey, you screwed me over. I'm not stupid. I see what happened here. I know he or she that you were talking to. I know for some of you it was infidelity. For others of you, it was just lies or fighting. It doesn't always have to be, a broken relationship because of a third party. It could just be broken trust because somebody lied about where they were or whatever it is. But the King of Swords is if this person comes back and has a conversation, you're going to be looking for answers and solid answers. You're no longer going to accept the BS that I think that they've brought time and time again. This is you kind of like, I know the truth. Don't sugarcoat it. I'm not stupid. And I only have so much time right now. So, either lay it on like it is or lay it on thick and you're gone. The next card you have your hopes and fears for the outcome. Now the Hermit, this makes perfect sense to me. The Hermit is Virgo's card. So you could be dealing with a Virgo or have Virgo placements in your chart. But the Hermit is a spirituality, but it's confiding within yourself. Again, it's going within and seeing the truths within. The Hermit card is also about solitude. And again, this is hopes and fears for the outcome of the month. And I think your hope is that with the solitude and or this person or a new person who may just be a better fit for me, this new person that I could rebuild with. Because then you have the 5. So you have 2 5s and 2 chariots, okay? So 5s could be something significant for you. You have a 5 right here too. But the 5 of Wands again, I feel like Gemini, you're going to be feeling very bogged down a little bit by this situation and somebody else coming in. Because I feel like this partner knows that they don't really deserve it right now. And so they're trying to like they're panicking a little bit, or they're trying to figure out like, how do I keep this Gemini around? But they're not offering anything. And I think that's your answer to a certain extent right there. For some of you is like, they're not offering to ride this chariot. They come in and say, I know you want to get married, so let's work towards that. Well, we had been together for like 5 years, boo, so what? So, okay, we're going to wait another 5 years? No, I don't think so. So you're kind of like, no, you're not showing me anything. But then on the side step, again, the 5 wands represents priorities and chaos. I feel like you're going to be like on and off a little bit this month. 1 minute you're going to be in hermit mode where you're in solitude, where you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody. And the next minute you're going to be like, I'll entertain new. I might text my ex back. So I just feel like you're going to have a lot going on, but it's nothing you can't handle, because then you have the Hierophant right here. Okay. The Hierophant is Taurus's card. So you could be dealing with a Taurus or have Taurus placements, but the Hierophant is saying, look, I got this regardless. Like, I'm listening to what God says. I'm listening to what the universe says. I'm listening to what I need to feel. Like, you're seeing the signs and understanding what's going on. This is a teacher, a religion, like understanding and saying, okay, if I talk to my ex and they text me and I haven't read the text and I'm already sick to my stomach going, oh shit, what do they have to say this time? Then this isn't a good fit for me. It's not going to work for me. If I'm talking to a new person and they're really overbearing and they want to jump on this chariot, but I'm not quite ready to get there yet, then take your break. The Hierophant is saying, look, Gemini, the universe will be helping you out and guiding you this month. Just learn to see it, understand when your instinct is spot on, and understand that, like, you've got this. Again, you're standing on your own 2 feet just fine. You know, the chaos will pass. You're just trying to get your priorities in check. And in the meantime, figure out who's deserving of your love, your energy, your vibrations, and really just raising your own personal vibrations to get to a point where the answer comes a lot more simple of what you're willing to work on with a past person and what you're willing to say, no, sorry, I'm moving forward onto something better.